Steady, 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 steady.
The Wanderers Rugby Club's been in existence. It's a 130-year-old club. The rugby has been successful in many, many years. It's obviously had its down points where it goes through a cycle like a sine wave. But more ups than downs. The ladies' rugby was introduced to the club in 2015, if I'm not mistaken, where the ladies were training. Officially it became in 2016, where there was a lot more ladies training, and then it developed into a league which officially started up in 2017, 2018. Ideally, I'd love to create 3 women rugby teams that could enter into a league, because then you're growing, then you're developing, and you're teaching. And then, that's what you want. That's ultimately what the sport needs.
I've started playing at Wanderers maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I was kind of alone training with the guys, and then we started to have an idea of starting a Wanderers ladies team, and that's where we are today. It seems to be going very well. There was a number of challenges on the road. I think the first one is to convince people that women can play rugby, and that we can be really good at it. I think that now we've passed that stage and we're receiving a lot more support.
Women's rugby for me was very difficult to get into when I started 9 years ago. I got into it by finding out on the Lions website on where to go, and I was directed on where to go, and I started playing with the Lions ladies. And this was in 2008. It is going very well, considering we are a very, very new squad with very, very new ladies who have never played rugby in their lives. It's going well. We've got some soccer players, we've got some netball players, we've got some cricketers, and it's just girls who are curious about the sport and just want to grow and learn. Well, Johannesburg League will be competitive. It's the first time Johannesburg is ever going to have a league. So it will consist of clubs such as Soweto, Pirates, the Knights, and those are the clubs that I know of currently that are going to be in the league. And we're pretty excited about it. So it gives Johannesburg that competitive edge, and it will grow our provincial pool.
I came to South Africa for personal reason with my husband, and then I had an opportunity to work for a French company. And as soon as we arrived here in Johannesburg, I quickly just had a look on the internet to find the rugby club, and this is the reason why I am here now at the Wanderers Club. Was really surprised with the welcome we get from the guy. We play all together, we train together, and this is the best value for us, because you are not at the junior. You play with the man high level, and that's the best improvement you can do.
I was very aggressive, and I grow up at rural areas at Eastern Cape. So when I grow up, I decided to play rugby. Then I started to play rugby when I was 15 years old. Because now I'm old, but I'm not giving to play for Springbok. Because my first option, the time I was playing, I was like, if I can get to play for Blue Bulls. But now I'm in Blue Bulls, then I said to myself, I can go for Springbok, and I will. The only thing I can tell the people is that women's rugby, it's a rough sport, but it wants your toughness in mental. You have to be patient, actually. You have to be patient, and you don't have to look down at yourself. You have to be strong. There's a lot of challenges. It's a men's rugby. We grow up, people telling us that rugby is for men's, but we're trying to change those things. We grow up, people telling us rugby is for whites, but we're trying to change those things, because now we are playing with whites, and we are going to the changing room with whites, so there's no different for us now. So that's the only thing you can do if you want to play rugby. You have to be strong and tell yourself that this is what you want, and you will go far for it.
Anything, just come to the Wanderers Club, because we need you. We are very, very motivated, and we just want to show you that rugby for women is a good sport, and you will like the team.